apparently it's now Halloween in June. No, seriously, today I have a tutorial for you, and I am going to start another series on top of my color series. They're both going to be, I guess, kind of short because there's like less than 10 I'm going to do. I don't know. But I was thinking about some things the other day, and I've been watching a show recently that's kind of reminded me of how cool this would be, and like how much fun you could have with these concepts, and that's the 7 deadly sins. So I'm going to be doing the 7 deadly sins inspired with makeup, I guess. The first one that I thought of, and it just kind of popped into my head of what I could potentially do for it, was wrath. So this is my wrath look. And yeah, it's really over the top and really dramatic, but I really like it. So basically what I had in mind for this look was red and black and just really angry. Even like the orange, it's supposed to be fire, representing like the fire of the anger. Does that make sense? But yeah, it's just like a really dark black and red smoky eye, and I took it really far under here because I just wanted you to kind of like, well, I thought if you're really angry, you'd be really tired or something, just like really drained from all the anger. That's what at least I was thinking of. I don't know if that makes sense. If you kind of see what I'm trying to say. I have no idea which sin I'm going to do next, so if you want to request the next sin for me to do, you can just leave a comment. I really like this look. I feel really angry. There's no way I can't look angry. I could be smiling and I'll look angry and wrathful with this look. So I hope that you enjoy it, and even if you'll never do it, that's okay. I hope you still watch it because I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope you enjoy. So enjoy the first of the 7 deadly sins, wrath. And if you want to know how to do it, then just simply keep watching. Bye. So I didn't apply any foundation or anything, so that's why there's a lot of stuff under here, but it's gonna kind of, that's the thing that I was going for anyway. So I'm gonna see when I actually put on my foundation and all that fun stuff how that's gonna work out, but let's get started. I'm going to, I primed it already. These are really prone to creasing, especially black bean, because it's black, so it's like, it's so easy to crease and stuff. So you want to make sure that you apply a good amount of primer, and especially when you're doing a psycho look like this, because this is what everyone wants to look like in the summer. It's like the freaking end of June and I'm doing like pretty much Halloween looks. Alright, so basically I'm just going to apply this, and the reason why I usually show this is because I want to show you exactly what I'm doing. So I'm just going to apply it on the outer half of my eye to begin with. You really don't want to focus any darkness here because you can see I have the red there, so it's going to kind of really suck if that's all over the place. And then you're just going to want to begin to create this like rounded sort of deal. I'm going to be the asshole that uses a synthetic brush, but it's really not the asshole that uses a synthetic brush to blend out bases, because you really can't do this look, or you can't blend this out with your finger, because I learned the hard way. I never used a black base before except for like eyeliner, and that didn't really work out, so whoop-de-doo. This is the brush from the Naked palette, Naked 2, and it freaking fell off. I have to reglue it now. Like I was about to use the brush to blend, and it came off. And just use any kind of synthetic-y brush, and you're just gonna wanna leave a little space open or like fade it out a little bit, because you know you want the red to kind of come through, but I don't know. Alright, that seems fairly attractive. Alright, so now I'm going to take a brush, flat brush. Clearly this is a brush, my god. And I'm going to take AMC 62 from Inglot. This color is best color ever. This is one of my favorite blacks of all time. It's so pigmented. You'll see when I apply it, it's like ridiculous. And also, I feel like this is so perfect for this look. This is the first black I had in mind. It has like red and gold shimmer in it. It's to die for. It literally is. It is so beautiful. So I'm going to grab some of that baby on, and it's very sparse glitter / shimmer if you can see, but it does kind of just add a really nice color to it, I think. So, ooh, that didn't blend. Spin in the brush. I'm going to begin to pack this on, and can you see? Can you see that? Yes, it is gorgeous, I know. So just begin to apply this onto the outer half of the eye. And I like using a brush like this because, I don't know, I find it a little bit easier to get this into the crease, and it also, since it's just like a big area, it's a lot easier. But look how dark that is. That's ridiculous. Now the cool thing about this look is you don't want it to be perfect by any means. If you can see this eye, it's like kind of perfect, but it's like really messy at the same time. So that's why blending out stuff, and I don't know, it'll look cool. Next, I'm just going to use a fluffy brush. Oh my god, I can't even speak. And I'm just going to kind of lightly pat it to kind of slightly blend it out, but not too much, because there'll be a lot of blending later. Then I'm going to take a stiffer brush, and I'm going to dive into my BH Cosmetics 120 palette. This is a 3rd edition. I'm just going to pick out some oranges. I'm going to go with this one, and that one. So, this one, and that one, and I'm going to put those as a blending color. And I want the upper, like the transition-y thing, to be really fiery and really warm. I don't remember what colors I actually used for that on the other eye, so I might have to like fix it up. There we go. Yeah, I don't remember all the colors that I used. I'm also going to take, Penny Lane from the Vice palette, which is a copper color. I'm going to put this more like inner-ish. And I'm going to like fix that up and all that craziness. So then I'm going to take Anonymous right there from the Vice palette. Just like a matte highlight, also to kind of calm down this color a little bit. Because I can't remember what color I used. So I might have used the wrong one. Joy to the world. I don't remember what color I used. Going on, it's time for the red. So I'm going to kind of work with reds for a little bit, mix them together somewhat. Main reds I'm going to be using are, ooh, God, I keep on getting eyeshadow all over my hands. Ugh. I'm going to mainly use these two reds right here. And they have a little bit of a purpley, like kind of under black, they show up a little bit purpley, which is good. Because I kind of want it to be like you're really tired and just because you're fighting them so much. But I'm also might add on these two like coral pinks. And I'm just using a flat brush to apply these. And to pack that on the inner half of the eye. And just kind of slightly blend it into the black. Alright, so I also got a little bit underneath my eye. That's perfectly fine, so if you get it underneath your eye, don't even worry, because as you can see, we're getting a lot of color there. And now I'm just going to blend those two corals on top just a slight bit, so they're a little tiny bit lighter, but still really intense. Alright, so before I continue, I'm going to take a dome brush thingy, and I'm just going to take a shimmery black. This is on the bottom of the 3rd edition palette thing. So much stuff on my desk, I can't take it. And I'm just going to brush this basically on top of the black, like that. Blend out the black, mainly on the edges, so it's not as harsh. First brush that I used with the black, I'm going to grab a tiny bit more. And I'm going to wrap it in to the inner half of the eye. So the red is kind of on the off-center middle, because if you just have red like on the inner half of your eye, it kind of looks a little weird. So you can see that I kind of was doing that initially. I'm going to grab a little more of the reds, and I'm going to take a just setting spray, and I'm going to spritz one and spray it on there so they're just a little bit more saturated. Pop some more color on there. Like looking at this look, I was like, this needs something. I want to have like a bit more fire element to it, and I realized I have this beautiful pigment from MAC, which is a copper. It's a really shimmery gold copper. So if you, they don't sell this anymore. This was from the Vera collection, which was like last year. Any just copper or gold pigment will work for this. I'm going to take the brush that I just used with the red on it so it can kind of still have red with it. I'm just going to grab some of the pigment and begin to very lightly and very carefully place this on the red and then just kind of go over the rest of the eye. So you want to make sure that the bulk of it's packed on the red, and then it just gives some like iridescent stuff on the other eye, on the outside of the eye. I mean, you can take some more red on it. It's just kind of at this point now playing around with the shadow. You can also take some of that copper pigment, and I'm gonna kind of very carefully place this in the transition so you can see how it's kind of like shimmery there. That was the pigment. So it gives like a fiery edge to it. And I'm gonna take a tiny bit more of the red and just kind of messily brush this underneath the eye. So you look really tired. Then I'm gonna take some of the oranges. Any orangey color is gonna work. Some of the pigment. Just kind of build. So then I'm gonna take the black bean jumbo pencil and apply this to my waterline. I'm not going in all the way because on me I don't really like it, but if you want to, you can. And then I'm going to smudge it into my lashes so it looks messy and gross. And then I'm going to take the brush and blend it, smudge it out so it's crazy. Take a Q-tip and just take away some of it because like you can see here I want the red under it and like the other colors. So yeah, just kind of work with that. And then I'm going to take the black eyeshadow that I used, the Inglot one, because you're going to have to set this and it also will help make it look a little bit better. And just kind of make sure to connect it. I'm going to go in with the reds again now that we have more color there and just kind of push those back under. The orangey things with the copper. And make sure you get the red underneath this wing as well. It'll help just with the whole look. I'm going to use Anonymous in the inner corner, but I'm going to carefully apply it. And I'm going to take those two coral colors and just like kind of apply it over it a little bit so it's not as intense, because you don't really want like a nice bright, you don't want to bring like that much attention to your inner corner, like it's not really a thing. Then I'm going to just create a very thin line, if you can see, of liner using a pen liner. I just kind of want there to be something there. No wing or anything like that, just that. I'm using my L'Oreal Telescopic Shocking Extensions Mascara. I'm not going to apply false lashes or anything, I don't really want them to be perfect. So I'm just using one mascara and applying it on the bottom as well because it'll help with the darkness. I'm going to go ahead and do that and I'll be right back to finish off the rest of the look. So now I'm going to take my Casino bronzer. I actually probably recommend a darker bronzer than this, especially if you're really fair like I am, or just apply a lot of it, because I want it to look really sunken in and just like super dramatic. So I'm just going to use this mauve blush. This is Sin, and that's what I'm using, and I'm probably going to pick up a little bit of pink or something, but I'm just going to do it really lightly, just so there's like very minimal color in my face. Because you do want to look really angry. But maybe like you're really flushed from being so angry. I don't know. Then I'm going to use a gold highlight because I think that would look pretty wicked. Pretty wicked. Did I just say that? Oh my god. Finally, this look is complete. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I don't know which Sin I'm going to do next, so if you want to request which Sin to do next in the comments, you certainly can. I really hope that you enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!